We should move. Ask yourself, what is my enemy doing right now? He who is on the offensive always has the advantage. I'm a warrior, not a strategist. I simply think we should act now while we have the initiative. He who strikes first usually wins. Then we shall suffer, but it will not be due to your actions. I am no simple service. We chose to follow you, whether we like it or not. A man carves his own destiny. If I shall suffer as a result, I am not in your place, and for that I am happy. You are not my enemy. Lurko is. If I was Lurko, I would try to kill you now. He has every— Old Cineros says being free is not a legal status, but a state of mind. I earned my freedom before we met. But it was you who taught me to be truly free. For that, I'm thankful.
Domine? Your frustration is natural, but I think the personal stakes involved cloud your mind. Surely you have solved more difficult riddles in your life. Know that we have done all we can. It is time to cast the die and see how it lands. I am no advocate, but when it comes to evidence, I doubt we can get more or better. If it isn't, there is not much we can do anyway. I have lived a full and bountiful life. This old man has witnessed so many things. I've found everything I've been looking for. Death is not to be feared. Young man, I've been taking care of your family since long before you were born. Now focus on the task ahead and make sure they never need me again. If you think I've been following you because I'm your sowers, you're still a child in mind. I've been free for a long time now.
Tell me, why do we not just march whole legion into Rome and push Lurko off throne? It has special chair for man in charge, does it not? Call it what you will. I am not bloodthirsty. I hope you know this by now. But when it is necessary to fight, you must fight. Rome is not as I had hoped, before I saw it with my own eyes. There is so much squalor and suffering. In Wild, it is possible for man to have dignity, even in poverty. In city, this is not so. Change is nothing to be feared. Sometimes it brings improvement, sometimes destruction. But status quo is so destructive already. Anyway, I don't think I will stay here after we are done. It's time for me to face my past and move on.
This is a bad idea. Last time I saw Lurko, he was angry, but he was not in a panic. There's another trick up his sleeve. I'm certain of it. There is always a way. The years I've spent with you taught me that over it. It's what I would do. Lurko is a dangerous foe because he knows exactly when to lie and when to tell the truth. He will tell the Senate that we have murdered his entire Praetorian Guard. You know that's not a lie. I've seen no evidence to suggest the man has one. People will still be able to oppose you. And this time you'll have to kill a lot of people, not just those who deserve it. I wouldn't count on that. The world is full of foolish people. I'm good at killing people. And you somehow keep attracting people in need of killing. What I've done for you still seems less than what you've done for me.
We are at the end now. I think we have enough evidence to get that bastard exiled forever. We will stride into the Pomerium as civilians once more, with pride in our eyes. That is not an option. We'll need to make sure everyone understands what happened. We cannot count on the facts to... They will certainly take some convincing. It is unfortunate that we had to kill a few Praetorians. But let us not forget the fact that they were criminals. What do you mean? Walk into Rome with swords in our hands? That would make us look like villains. Indeed, that whole mess with Lucia taught me that. So then the question... It's been a pleasure, genuinely. You always stood by my side, even if it was against your own interests.
Shall we store your weapons at the villa, as usual?
Are you sure? What makes you think you can win a battle of words against Lurko?
Why not? Just place a dagger at his throat. Had the intended effect on everyone I've ever tried it on.
He can confess all of his secrets to you in private. It means nothing unless he does that in front of the Senate. And you cannot force him to do that.
Not to mention somewhat illegal.
The difficulty of the task is irrelevant. We would need to cross the Rubicon with our arms and soldiers to achieve this. It would be a betrayal of Rome herself. Then let us stop considering it.
So that means we're taking our chances with the Senate.
It's the only right thing to do.
Fine by me. I believe in you all.
It seems you have reached a decision. Very well. For a moment I had my doubts about you. For that I apologize.
Right. Let's go celebrate that we all made it back alive. First round is on me.
Remember what Domina used to say? An empty stomach breeds an empty mind. And you will need your mind. Our upcoming battle cannot be won with a blade. Believe it or not, your mother was my first instructor in this discipline. I guess she was better at teaching than doing. Let me taste it as usual, just in case.
In case what, old man? Surely you didn't poison your own food and then forget it.
Let an old man keep his habits, Centurio. What will you do after everything is said and done? Precisely. We can't afford to underestimate our opponent at this stage.
Kikero and I will meet you in the Senate tomorrow morning to prepare for the trial.
Speak as if your life depends on it. In many ways, it may.
Speaking of that trial,
It's so good to see you again. And looking well. I've been well. The children are growing so fast, you probably won't even recognize them.
having children has completely changed my perspective. It's incredible how your priorities shift.
Tiberius would like to tell you about something important.
Indeed. I would like to testify on your behalf tomorrow, at the trial, against my brother. We are already in a great deal of danger. My brother is becoming completely unhinged lately.
He's out of control. I genuinely fear he may have our own children killed, because they carry your blood.
If you allow me to comment, your testimony will be an incredible boon for our trial tomorrow. Thank you.
My path to atonement will be a long one, but this will be a big first step on the way.
We must return home, before Lurko catches wind who we are visiting.
I'll see you tomorrow at the trial. Good luck.